Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl D Down Elizabeth, and if you are not familiar with my channel is literally centered around lifestyle, health, and fitness, and just becoming the best version of yourself, whatever that might be, and getting you to that just by sharing my life, my story, and my experiences. So if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. So we have finally made it to step 5 of getting started on our weight loss journey. You don't even have to be starting. You could be trying to just get back on the saddle, trying to get back on track. Literally, this 5-step series is for you. So, once again, if you have not looked at step 1, 2, 3, or 4, go ahead and stop this video now, because if you watch those videos, this step 5 is going to make so much sense. So really, step 5 is about to be a preach. I'm finna give y'all a word. So if you ain't trying to hear a word, you could go ahead and click off now, because this is about to be a word. Because literally, step 5 is going to see you through it. We have made the commitment. We have decided to believe in ourselves within step 1. We have researched, found several plans that we think may work, thought long term. We considered that we didn't want nothing quick. We want something sustainable. We want something that we know we can stick to a year from now. We have came up with a nutrition plan, thought about things that we wanted to change, started with one change at a time. We have written out our weekly routine, made time to schedule in our workouts, keeping our workouts simple, easing into it. You literally have your whole game plan. So now the only thing left to do is to start. With step 5 is going to literally be all about being consistent. And sometimes consistency is hard, y'all. Like, consistency is literally the key to being on a journey, but it's literally the hardest thing to master, because you can find a plan, come up with a workout routine, but it's like how to make it stick. Like, how do I desire to wake up and go after my goals each and every day? And it's all going to be dependent on your why. So I like to tell everybody before they even start their journey to find their why. And this why need to be something internal. Like, it has to be something internal, because just being honest, if I'm being honest, y'all, just being real, the physical results wasn't enough for me. Like, just seeing my body change, that wasn't enough for me to keep getting up, going hard every day, sticking to my goals. Because one thing about being on this journey is it doesn't happen overnight. So if you constantly just waiting on that physical change, that little motivation, that little fire that come within you will go away real quick. Because it's like, sometimes my body would change fast, and then sometimes it would be months will go by and then I wouldn't see any change. So I had to literally tune into the process to keep me going versus focusing on that end result my whole journey. And once you find that why, no matter how many times you get off track, no matter how many times you start to doubt yourself, no matter how many times you start to think like, dang, I don't think I could do this, your why will always bring you back into reality. And even looking at these videos, writing down all the discussion questions that we have went over will literally bring you back into reality as to why you started. So it has to be something powerful. It had to be something internally, like something that literally gives you that fire, that desire. You have to really want it. And like I said, that looks different for everybody. I know for me, I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I done got bit by this snake. I can't walk. Carrying around 311 pounds on one foot. I was in school, barely doing my work, smoking weed every day, just spending all my money. I didn't know how to save my money. I was calling my mom and them every day like, can you send me some money? Can you send me some money? Can you send me some money? And I knew I just wanted to change. I didn't know that the change would be this, like me today, preaching, inspiring, motivating. But I knew that I desired a change. And for so long, I wanted to be fit. Even growing up, I always used to say, like, I want to be a track star. I want to be able to run. I wanted to be able to, like, just being at basketball and volleyball practice, always being the last one to finish. Like, I always desired to be physically athletic. I always desired that. So it's just like, with time, I decided to make that change, and it happened on my own terms and on my own time. And so I always tell people, like, it's never a right time to start. If you've been contemplating like, oh, I think I should start, or maybe I should wait till Monday, or maybe I should wait till January. Every time you think like that, you probably won't ever start. You have to start when you're scared. You have to start when you think you're not ready. You have to start before your initial start date. Like the famous Zig Ziglar say, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And a lot of people see me post my videos. This is why I post my videos so much. I post my progress. I post my story. I share my story over and over again, because when I first started, I never ever imagined that I would be where I am today. But I just held on to the hope. I even had fear in my heart that when I started that, like, I might not get to where I want to be, or I might not stick to this, because I had started and stopped so many times. I had that fear in my heart. But when I literally thought to myself and tuned into my why, I was like, done, this is for you. And if you really, 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 really want this, the only person that can stop you is you. I went through phases where, like, I had to literally sit there and realize, it's like, just because I'm changing, that don't mean everybody around me have to change. Like, everybody does not have to be excited for my journey. It's my journey. It's for me. I don't have to prove myself to anybody. I don't have to compare myself to anybody. I literally just have to do this for me. Show up. Ask me. Show up as that better version. Ask me. Like, show up however I showed up and just got it done. And over time, I saw the progress. Over time, I started to fall in love with the journey. But like I said, y'all, it will not be easy. So just where you have that better version of yourself, the qualities of that better version of yourself, you need to have that why written down right next to it, to keep something in your vision as to why you started and your why to keep going. It could be because you want to be physically active to take care of your kids. It could be that you just want to be able to get to point A to point B without being physically exhausted. You could not want to feel the pain when you walk. I can just think back to when I had that boot on my foot and I was walking across the 40 acres. If you've never been to the University of Texas in Austin, right now it's not big to me, but when I first got there at 311 pounds, it was big, okay? Walking from point A to point B literally wore me out. At orientation, I was so tired. I was so tired just walking up and down that hill. From this place to that place. I was so exhausted. And in my mind, I knew that I did not want to always be like that. I didn't want to always be out of breath all the time. And I knew in order to change that, I had to get physical. I had to make healthier choices. And that's exactly what I did. And I want you to know that when you're on this journey, it will not be easy. Like, it's times, even now, like, I'm deep into my journey. If you've been following my channel, y'all used to this. It's been times, y'all know my journey is up and down. It be times where I feel like I'm on top of the world, and it's times where I feel like, you're done, you might not make it. But overall, I always keep my why in mind as to why I started, why I kept going, to why I even got here today. And that's what literally keeps me going. I could take a week off, like 3 months of just eating whatever, and I'm still gonna show up to the gym. I'm still gonna show up and do what I'm supposed to do, because I know how special it is to me. We came up with obstacles that may arise. We came up with solutions to those obstacles. You literally, if you follow this 5-step process all the way through, you've literally written everything down. Now at this point, all it takes is for you to show up and show out. If it's a day you get up and you only have 60%, you go to the gym and you give 60%, you just gave 100%, because that's all you had that day. And you have to realize that each and every day will not be perfect. Like right now, I'm prepping for my first competition and I'm tired. Like, I'm literally probably giving I probably only have 75%, but I'm giving 100%. And it's literally draining. But before I had even decided to do this competition, I was scared to do it. And one thing about me is that anytime I feel like I'm nervous about something, or anytime it's something that I feel like put fear in my heart, I go for it, because fear is only a figment of our imagination. Sometimes we are scared to step outside the box. Sometimes we get scared to take that leap of faith towards something that we actually want for ourselves. And as long as we keep holding on to that fear, we will never get to where we want to be. Sometimes you have to step into things afraid, nervous, and scared. I get clients all the time that come to the gym and they like, I ain't gonna lie, done, I'm nervous, I'm scared. And I take good care of them, because I understand how it feels to go into something scared. Literally every day of basketball practice in middle school and high school, my stomach would literally get butterflies because I was so scared to be tired. I was so scared to always be last. I was so scared to physically exert myself. And once I unleashed my inner strength, which took some time to find, it didn't happen overnight. Once I unleashed that inner strength, I realized that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel like maybe you might not make it. It's okay to fear that you won't succeed in what you're going towards. But sometimes we need that failure. Sometimes we need to be knocked down a couple of times for us to get back up stronger and know that we can achieve it. Because if you never get tested, you never really know your true strength. But remembering your why, showing up, giving the best that you can. Like I said, if that's 60%, when you show up, give that 60%. Give what you have. And on the days that you don't feel like it, and the days that you show up on the days that you don't feel like it, those are the days that's going to count the most. Those are the days that's going to literally fuel you towards your journey. So the whole gist of this video, and I know I preach because y'all have to literally refer back to things. I know me, I go back and watch my old videos and times that I feel weary, because y'all know every day for me it's not a good day. I'll bust out crying in a second, especially like during this competition. I've been super duper emotional. I've been questioning myself, but I know God has a path for me. And just like God has a path for me, he has a purpose for me. He have a plan that's already written out for me. He also have a plan and a purpose for you. And it takes you to unleash that strength. Everything that you think you need, you already have within yourself. You have to just tap into it. Tap into it. Refer back to step 1. Believe in yourself. Make the commitment, knowing that each and every day won't be perfect, but you will not give up. And I know I done said this, and y'all know I could preach all day, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. So at the end of this video, you should have written down your why. And if anytime you feel like you have lost your path, anytime you have feel like you kind of got confused on where you was going with your journey, refer back to these videos. Refer back to the discussion questions. Refer back to your why. Refer back to what that better version of yourself look like. And even if it's a week that go by that you feel like you wasn't sticking to your goals, that next day is literally waiting on you to get back on track. And with that being said, y'all already know the drill. I hope this 5-step process was amazing, because before I leave this earth, everybody gonna know that I'm gonna preach and I'm gonna share my testimony, because when you unleash that strength, it's literally nothing you can't do. And I'm telling you today, it's nothing that you cannot do. So I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to put your seatbelt on and get ready for the ride. Tie it tight. You here for the ride, and you ready to stick it out, and you ready to get to wherever it is that you feel like you deserve to be, which is achievable when you believe in yourself. So with that being said, y'all already know the drill. Come back and mess with your girl. Thank y'all so much for riding out this 5-step process. Make sure you keep it in your vision at all times. Peace out.